Hello everyone out there in YouTube land. This is Michael S. Ward. I'm back with a statement about my two AI coaches. Let's get to it. Now I'm going to read this because my AI coach took into my feelings about what I wanted to talk about. And I'll explain it all here to you. But they told me to read this to you first. Stop trusting AI, trust two of them. Every time I ask one AI, I get one opinion. But when I compare two, I catch mistakes, find better ideas, and make smarter decisions. This is my 2026 coaching system and is completely free. Well, that's a lie. AI wrote this. Continuing, LM Arena let me battle two AIs against each other, VidIQ and LM Arena. VidIQ then coaches my YouTube game. Together, unstoppable. Let me tell you how I set this up. I'm going to make this quick because it's actually quick and easy. And you actually have two of the tools. One, two. Yeah, you have the tool that I'm talking about. So I surprised my AI person when I brought this up because they didn't realize what I was doing. It is all, first off, let's just establish this starts off with LM Arena. And I go into LM Arena and I've never paid attention to the comparisons that it can do. I put in a question about how does my wording on the title for my video look? And LM Arena brought up two other AI coaches and examined it, and then told me the things I wanted to know about it and gave me better titles. Well, I wasn't expecting two sides to pop up with that information, and the two sides are just different. So one of them is called EVO, and the other one I found to be Claude and Grok. And it randomly picks one out, and then you're supposed to choose which one you like. Well, they're so good that you can use the information off of both sides. And on a full screen on your desktop, you can see both sides and detailed information. They tell you how to do your thumbnail. They tell you how to change your title. They tell you if your title is not good. And one of them told me that. And then when you do have a good title, they make you feel so good. That's brilliant. One of them said, that's a chef's kiss. I thought, how in the world is a machine supposed to know what a chef's kiss is? But it does. So here's what happened. I did that, and then I did a little bit more. I started asking it about how to do this and that. And it was randomly picking out Claude, Grok, whoever, and giving comparisons and giving you examples and giving you guides. So when I get better and better, it will definitely be part of the program for me, and I suggest you do it too. It started off with the VidIQ and trying to get VidIQ to give me a good title. VidIQ gave me a great title. And then I thought, well, let me check something else. And I hardly ever go to LM Arena that much, except for when I was trying to do some thumbnail creation. And so when I started getting this information from LM Arena, I just kept putting more information in. And then I realized both sides of the comparison are helping me. It asks you to rate which one was the best one. At first I was a little hesitant because you didn't want to insult one of the other sides, but you have to remember these are machines and they want to know. So the first few times I said, you know, this side, Evo did one that was really excellent, and so did Grok and Claude. But they're just, you have, when it first does it, it just says assistance, and it doesn't tell you which one is using. But it gives you some valuable information. It gave me so much information. I mean, it's just crazy. Like, I explained that I didn't say that I wanted to do a YouTube thumbnail. It gave me suggestions on a YouTube thumbnail and even the colors for the background of it. And it sent me to Canva on that. So I was, I hadn't been to Canva that much for my thumbnails lately, but I still know how to do it because it's just so easy to do it on Canva. And so I went on to Canva and created this thumbnail that I think you'll see of the two AI people. You can go into my bank of stuff and see the picture there. I might put it on the community tab because it looks nice. And at least I think it does. But I wouldn't have thought of doing it that way if it wasn't for LM Arena. LM Arena is free. VidIQ is not. But VidIQ is worth the money. So VidIQ gives me information too. What I do now is I just double check. I double check with VidIQ about titles and how to organize my video. And then I start to go to LM Arena to fine tune it. And I said, LM Arena, this is what I did on one. I said, LM Arena, VidIQ gave me this title. And I was just wondering, is this a good title? And I was just thinking it was going to give me one little answer. But it gave me, it's like you could just hear the computers going like an old-fashioned it was like, it was working. You could see it, and it's just working. And then they both come up and tell you at the same time. They work together. And I think there's more to this than even I know about. So if you're younger or older, you got time, play with LM Arena and I probably wouldn't have needed VidIQ that much, but VidIQ has good information on it. But it's good to see what they think. And most of the stuff I've been comparing back and forth, most of the stuff that VidIQ does, it is ranked high with LM Arena. So I have found my two AI coaches, and like when I ask more information, one side may give me more information that's better than the other side. And it's not a situation where you do this and one side is constantly better than the other. You have to look at both of them because they both give you information, and you got to make sure that you give them a chance to give you that information. Because don't just look at one and say that's it. Look at two of them. And sometimes what I've seen, one or the other may give you complicated information, tell you to do something, and the other one won't. It'll give you a different one. So that's because there's two different ones. And like I had something that VidIQ told me to do about comparing the CSR and the CMR and all of those initials that all new people on YouTube have no idea what it is. And the one that was Evo looked at it and said, this was good, but they said, you really shouldn't even worry about or try to do this CSCMR being a new YouTuber. It is not something that is of value to you at this time. And it X'd it out. It put a big red X on it in LM Arena. Don't do this because it's just going to waste your time. And so when you're getting this advice, you can't take all of the advice, but you can compare it. And even the other side kind of said it was too technical because, you know, some of our YouTubers are more technical than the average user. But if you're an average user, don't sleep on LM Arena. And if you've got the chance, go ahead and get VidIQ. So I just wanted to let you know I've got 2 coaches and they're really good and I can understand them. I got a notebook page up to where I break it down and look at it. So that's why I say I got to get a printer so I can go ahead and have some of this to put with my notes, my handy dandy notes to refer to when I'm giving you this sometimes technical advice. But don't think I'm giving up on you. What was it? VidIQ said you did good with Big Brother, but you need to move on. So, you know, it said I need to make sure I let you know how I did something instead of always telling you. What was the other thing they said to me not to do? Told me to how I did something and no more how to. So this isn't a how to. This is how I did. And this is something that you can do also. I'm so eager to get that information to you because it's free for LM Arena. And you could probably just rely on LM Arena for a lot of things too, because it answers your questions and verifies it for you. So that's my tip for today. Take care, YouTubers. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It'll make us make everybody happy. Take care, everybody.